putting them tripping there around.
Welcome to, where are we? Bozeman, Montana. This video is brought to you by SONY Transportation. Now hiring Super B wood chip, Super B flat deck, Class 1 drivers, BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to sutco.ca, use promo code HornFan, let them know I sent you, get an extra $100 on your first payday, and use my name as a reference when you apply for a job. If I get any bonuses because of that, I'll split them with you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know what date it is. You have to turn the radio on for that.
No, you don't. It's 17th.
It's the 17th, October 17th. Bozeman, Montana.
It's 8:50 Mountain Time.
8:50 Mountain Time. For us, at my local time, it would be 7:50 Pacific time. Turning yellow. Got kind of committed already.
It's 11 degrees. I don't know if I believe that.
No, we were sitting there. Let's just, once we get moving,
It was below freezing
it
this
was
morning.
-4 today morning. Drove through quite a bit of -2 the first hour and a half today. Unloaded here. It's pretty snappy, quick service here.
Make a left, and then a left, and then a left.
In the yard, yeah. It's a big yard, actually. Get lost in there.
All these fall colors this
Beautiful.
morning. We had fog and
Beautiful
water.
fall colors. You can see the frost on the grass there.
I've been greatly enjoying this trip.
Don't worry, we're not driving into the sun. We're driving out of the sun. I made a phone call going, I don't have my next dispatch yet. Do I need to find a place to park, or you got a direction for me to drive? I'm like, no. It sounded all defeated on the phone. You can start heading back to Spokane empty.
That is a lot of miles empty.
It's a lot of miles empty. How many miles is that? 391 miles empty.
Not what we were expecting at all.
Not at all. It's hard to find loads. I was today morning when I was seeing empty flat decks heading west. I'm like, uh-oh. It's like, uh-oh. If they're heading west, they're gonna grab the loads that are available for us in Missoula. So I bet this is gonna be interesting. And sure enough, yeah, dispatch. He's my supervisor actually. He sounded so defeated on the phone. You can just head back to Spokane.
Some truckers only take some loads, because a lot of them don't cross the border, so, I mean.
Yeah, we take the loads that go back to Canada, not the ones that are US to US. We legally can't take a US to US load. What are those beautiful colors?
This is what I'm talking about. Beautiful. It was still dark this morning.
It was, but it was still gorgeous. Yeah, the sun was just poking out as we pulled in to unload here, so perfect timing to hit record as we leave. But of course, the beautiful scenery is a lot further than 1 hour, so I think what we'll do is shoot back-to-back videos. I have to pull over because the battery's going to be dead. So find a place to pull over in an hour from now.
That was my idea.
Swap out some batteries. Shoot some more video. Yeah, it's a good idea to do it back to back on a day like this. Especially if we're headed back to really? Especially if we're headed back to Spokane. My GPS just fell off.
On like a beautiful day in the area we don't drive.
Bozeman. Bozeman or Bozeman? Bozeman.
Trying to figure out how to do your GPS.
Yeah. I'll survive with the way it is, I think. Just kind of hunched over on it. Still see it. Not like I need it. We're staying on this highway till we hit Spokane. So. Sure.
The only audible thing I've heard of it this morning was they were talking about ducks with an S. So they weren't really happy.
I'm going as fast as this truck is able to go. I'm speed limited at 65 miles per hour, and that's what I'm doing. Speed limit for trucks here is actually 70, so it is impossible for me to speed.
Everybody else thinks you're slow.
Yeah, but at least all trucks know that, oh, he's going 65, he's speed limited. Enough trucks know that trucks out here are speed limited, so we're driving as fast as we can. Yesterday we followed one truck that would slow down, so I would start passing him and he would speed up and pull away from me. I'm like, really? You're a jackwagon of a truck driver. You know better than this. I would keep catching up with him. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to follow him. I'm not going to, because there's enough traffic that every time I try passing him, I'm creating a traffic jam behind me. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I tried it twice, so I'm just going to follow him, and eventually he pulls off, and I got to go. But it was annoying for the little while that I was following him. Those rolls look awfully unstable on a deck like that. They've got steel pipes going all the way to the top from the what do you call those?
Steak pocket?
Steak pocket. Yep, there we go. Steak pockets. You got steaks going all the way to the top, but still, it looked like an awfully unstable load. So yeah, westbound on I-90 is what today's going to look like. And my math says we can't make it there to load until tomorrow morning, which means we'll have quite a bit of downtime tonight.
So I know this place where you can buy more fudge.
We have fudge. You haven't even had your fudge yet.
You said no twice to me.
I said you could have it today morning and you haven't taken it yet. That's on you.
But I know a place
She
has
wanted it last night, and I'm like, no, you're not having fudge just before bed, because I know how you sleep when you have that much sugar. No.
I get adulted.
And today you're only allowed to take one bite at a time. Trust me, it's sweet. It tickles the roof of your mouth sweet. It is so good though.
So I know a place that has some ice cream and shakes and tea. Probably hot cocoa.
Where is this place?
Same place that has fudge.
You're going to be forced to take a half hour somewhere.
Man,
arriving. We've been. Oh, so that was half an hour there. We unloaded for half an hour. So we don't actually have to take a half hour anywhere.
in a line yesterday where we kind of were forced to stop there, and it was beautiful.
Huh?
At the fudge place.
Oh yes, we were. Yesterday we were out of hours. We were forced to take a half-hour break. So, might as well pull into St. Regis and get some fudge.
Oh, tea. That is something I have a hard time not stopping for. This is so good. But they were so busy, I spent like 20 minutes waiting in line.
Yeah. Took almost a full half-hour break just standing in line. That's why I said you go buy it.
Where we slept last night, we were the only truck.
Yeah, it's this truck parking area. It's not a rest area, but it really is a rest area.
Yeah.
But it's truck parking, really. And they've got pit toilets that are decent pit toilets, so it was nice and quiet. We slept pretty darn good.
All the beautiful stars. That was beautiful. But cool.
Tonight, I suggest we sleep in Spokane by Maverick. That place is open 24 hours. It's right down the road from our customer.
I like that idea.
Yeah, if I had known we were getting this, I wouldn't have gotten up as early.
Sure.
Or I would have gotten up earlier. One or the other.
Well, if you had a chance to load today, you would have.
Yep. If I had gotten up an hour earlier, because we could have gotten up an hour earlier, it would have given us a chance to load today. But we don't know until we know, right?
We are very, very, very close to Yellowstone.
Yeah, Yellowstone's just south of us here. We got the hours. You want to go head down there quickly?
Don't tempt me, because I would say yes.
Hey, boss, we're taking a detour. I don't see that going over well.
I thought about it for that reset, but then we weren't prepared. I'm like, that's not working. We had a good weekend, though.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. Spent one day just vegging and being a potato. And the other day I actually went and was productive.
You built stuff.
I built myself some wide load mirrors. Those wide load mirrors are so expensive, so I found some really heavy duty closet bars that slide inside into each other, and made those slide back and forth, and attached a wide load mirror to the end, and worked out pretty darn good. I haven't attached them to the truck yet, but they're in here. All I need is some spare time. Well, it looks like we're going to have some spare time tonight. Huh. Maybe I can attach them tonight. We'll see if I have the right parts in the truck to do that. May or may not. I didn't want to buy anything until I knew. So at least I'll find out if I have the parts to install it. If I do, I'll install the wide load bars, and then I've got wide load mirrors.
Is about 130 kilometers.
What's that?
80 miles per hour is about 130.
80 is 130 kilometers an hour. Yes, that's the speed limit for cars. Yeah.
Yep. They go pretty fast here.
Yeah, the speed limit for cars is 130 kilometers an hour. And I'm doing 105.
I wish your speed limiter was smart enough to be like geo-locked. It would know when you hit.
Yeah, the states and provinces are required.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, some companies actually speed limit their trucks to 55 miles.
Save a lot of fuel.
Save a lot on fuel. I think it's going to come to that time of year where we change the bunk to heat. So that if we get cold in here while we're recording video, I don't have to blow hot air over the video camera, but we still have heat coming in from the back.
Yeah. Sounds good. For me, I can just reach back and my blanket's right there. I can wrap myself in a blanket.
Plus 3.5 Celsius here right now.
So you would have found me this morning, wrapped in my blanket.
Yep. So I've had several requests for this from different people randomly, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Imagine me coming up to you and asking you, hey, can I get a tour of your bedroom, please? How many strangers do you show your bedroom to?
The answer should be 0.
Most people don't feel comfortable with that. That's what I get asked to do all the time from different people. People want a tour of the back of the truck. I get the interest in it. On every trucking channel I've ever gone to, every truck driver gets requested to do a tour of their inside of their truck. That's my bedroom. Some truck drivers don't have a problem with you coming into their bedroom because it's also my living room and my kitchen. I did a tour of it when the truck was brand new and empty, so that is on there. I've done a tour of the truck before I moved in.
I wonder if a lot of people think we just have a fancy computer set up or something. Like, you know, that's the thing you see on Reddit and everything.
Yeah,
It's like, no.
It's two people in here. There's not enough space for everything, so you always have to move bags of stuff. Like my bed is covered with a big backpack, a big duffel bag, and then extra blankets. There's no space for this stuff with two people. With one person, you could organize it so your bed was empty all the time. But with two people, every night we're moving all these duffel bags to the front seats. So it'd be kind of hard to do a tour anyway. So I understand why people want to see it. It's interesting, but I'm not inviting you into my bedroom. And I'm sure just saying this here on this one video is not going to stop the request, but I figure I'll address it at least once in a while. I've addressed it before, but every time somebody requests, I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, right. That doesn't work. No, I don't want people. No. Those trees are going to switch from yellow to brown very quickly. I think this is the week. This is the week that everything will be yellow. After this, everything is going to slowly switch over. We're going to have snow. In fact, they're forecasting a lot of rain this weekend in BC. So if it's going to be raining, what's it going to look like on the passes if it's -4 on the passes?
You know what it's going to do? Same thing you did a year ago.
No.
They are already warning people.
Yeah. We're going to probably have a bunch of road closures due to accidents on the snow and slipping and sliding.
Floods.
Oh, the floods too.
They're warning people to get sandbags.
Oh yeah.
The ground's too dry. It's not going to take the water.
Hopefully we don't get a bunch of flooding again. But yeah, that could happen.
That might be
If
the
it
new normal.
rains and snows and all melts.
That happened last November and it's almost a year.
Yeah. Watch out for flooding.
But they're saying in Vancouver, usually from August 1st to now, whatever, usually it's over 400 millimeters of rain.
This year we haven't got that.
They've gotten 50 millimeters.
Yeah. Yeah, this year's been a dry year.
They're actually warning people in Vancouver to try to take shorter showers.
It's running out of water, drinking water.
So, I mean, we need the rain, but if it rains too much, it's going to flood again. But yeah, snow will be on the passes pretty quick. And it should be very interesting with the Pocala under construction during the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting winter. But aren't all winters interesting?
I'm just going to enjoy my fall right now. Now this part really wide valley.
Yeah, it gets narrow pretty quick though. I think we definitely will do that. Tomorrow's video will be just a continuation of this highway because we come here so rarely. Let's try to get a couple of videos in. Especially going over the passes. Yeah, there was all these speed limit signs saying 25 miles per hour down the hill for trucks. I'm like, why? It's only a 6% downgrade, but it's an actual speed limit sign. not a suggested speed. I'm like, well, I guess I better take her down slow. I don't need to, but okay.
You were saying there's like, we go through worse things in BC. Like, it's not even a very special pass.
No, it's not that steep, but I guess they have a lot of accidents due to all the flatlanders and don't know how to travel the passes. So, makes sense. Looks like we got a big old school John Deere tractor there with a seed cart. And they've got a Case IH for cultivating first. Looks like almost everything here is irrigated too.
I guess it's dry here, you can tell.
Yeah. The grass is not very green. Greener than ours, but I'm guessing they're not going to actually send me the dispatch until I get there, probably tonight before they go home, because they're probably going to be constantly looking for a load all the way down my route.
Well, hopefully they're nice enough to tell you if they do change it.
Well, if they want to pay me extra miles to turn around, I will. Sometimes they change stuff without telling me. Alright, it's going to smell like a dump here because there's a dump there.
Yep. We're starting to get back into the Rocky foothills.
Yeah.
Imagine how beautiful this was when it was ready for harvest. All the fields were pretty.
These fields here are just pasture land. Don't look like they're very good, healthy grass on them either. Madison Buffalo Jump State Park. Even though they're not really buffalo, they're really bison, but same with the antelope over here, aren't really antelope, but you know, I guess when the settlers came here, they just named things the closest to the animals they had seen.
I saw a sign that said buffalo meat for sale, and I know it was a bison farm,
Oh yeah.
so it got to me.
Yeah. You have to be careful when you're buying buffalo meat. You might be buying buffalo meat from Africa or something. That's just actual buffalo, not bison. So make sure it says bison meat if you want bison meat. Beautiful rolling hills.
We're getting close to Three Forks.
Yeah, this is Three Forks right here.
Yeah, that was beautiful this morning.
Yeah, it was foggy today morning.
Lots of water down there.
Fortunately, it's not foggy anymore. The sun's burned that off.
Well, they haven't harvested that field.
Yeah, that corn's still sitting up. We're gonna have to harvest it pretty quick though. So we're getting frost. It's 2 degrees Celsius here.
so glad I brought a warmer jacket, but now I need my 2 gloves.
I've got extra tubes.
Yeah, we'll run this morning.
Train!
Hey, we didn't see any yesterday.
Didn't see any yesterday. A couple of parked ones. What do we have here? Empty, looks like maybe coal hoppers. Full. It's loaded. It's loaded with gravel. Like,
Yeah.
not gravel, it's rock. It's big rock, like fist-sized rocks. Fist-sized crushed rock.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Not a very long train. 2 engines. BNSF.
Back into the colorful stuff. I love how colorful the towns are right now.
There's still a little bit of fog coming off of that pond. Just a little bit. It's just mere, calm, flat, glassy pond. That's cool. The train bridge goes across the creek and then underneath the road. We cross the creek and the railroad at the same time. Madison River. Across the river. One bridge, river and railroad crossing. A little different.
This is the type of weather where I wish we were in the RV and I could stop with camera and just take
Yep.
photos. This is some beautiful stuff.
Very, very photography.
Like Rain Mill and then
Yep.
just
Yep. Spend a whole day in a place like this just taking pictures. I was actually thinking about that today morning. It's like when we're on vacation, once we have our RV, do like a photo of the day.
ooh, photo of the day. I like that idea.
Get us back into photography.
Yes. And something that is kind of helpful because it makes you go out of your comfort zone and think new things that are worthy of a photo, like new angles.
So is this little town here actually just called Wheat, Montana?
Correct.
Like, the signing makes it sound like this town here, this little community here, is called Wheat, Montana. Okay.
Well, you know how you got his name right.
Probably because of the railroad.
Yeah.
It was probably a wheat elevator, grain elevator, and they planted wheat here. Hence, this is Wheat, Montana.
I want to go see and Google this caverns, cave tours. I want to see what those are.
Lewis Park Caverns, that'd be cool.
We do get back into the mountains. We really, really do.
Well, this is kind of like the foothills, but they're different than Alberta.
They are.
Quite different. There are a lot more rolling hills. They're spread out further, the rolling hills.
Well, I think they call these like the Blackfoot Hills because they're more black on top.
There's a big rig with gravel, crushed rock, but that crushed rock is more like basketball-sized rocks.
Must be a mine somewhere, but
Must be a quarry.
I think
That gravel mine is called a quarry. A rock quarry.
yeah, look over there how many feed storage elevators they have, grain storage. A lot of farming they do.
Ace, a helpful place.
I like Ace stores. Wish we had them in Canada. They're kind of nice.
Aren't they a lot like our home hardwares?
Yeah.
Alright, Ace, you're gonna just move right back over again because the truck in front of me is just a hair slower than me. There you go, see? See if uphill that truck is a lot slower than me or not, because on the flat 90 he's just slightly slower than me. Looks like here on the uphill I'll have a chance to get by him.
So this is the 25 miles per hour now.
No,
No.
that's on my head still.
I know there's daylight. I'm trying to find it.
Ace is loaded, I'm not.
Yep.
I believe the next climb we see is the 25 mile per hour descent. And Ace is going to pass us again. And we're going to pass them again.
just sitting there in the fence post.
Oh, cool. I missed it.
Yeah, just sitting on the fence post here, looking at the road. It's pretty cool.
Bald eagle?
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
big one too.
There goes Ace. Oh, it's uphill, so I don't know if he can actually make the pass. Cresting here, so maybe he can make the pass. Nobody else behind us. So.
Into the sagebrush and tumbleweeds.
Yep. Kind of the same as home, but not. The hills are they just look different than our hills. The mountainsides just look a little different. It's less rocky here. These must be older mountains.
Our trees look different.
What trees?
Exactly.
The roof cam did all right on the extra video we shot yesterday, so hopefully it's doing all right today because the bugs we drove through part of Montana yesterday was pretty thick. So roof cam's always in danger of not lasting the whole hour, but that's why the dash cam will never go away. It's that backup.
It's like my first memory in Montana.
I don't have a lot of Montana memories.
We don't remember in our house on the Explorer. And we just found like all the bees in the world.
Yeah, we hit a lot of bees. Was that in Montana?
Oh yeah.
I remember almost running out of fuel in Montana.
Oh yeah, that's a different trip in the
I
winter.
remember buying a GPS in Montana.
Yeah.
No taxes in Montana.
Glacier National Park. It's pretty. I remember the drive-in A&W we went to.
Driving A&W?
Kind of like the one in Michigan that I grew up with.
Is that in Montana?
Yeah, there's one over
Okay.
here somewhere.
I thought that was further east, but Montana goes pretty darn far east, so. Montana's a big state.
Yeah, you can be in it for quite a while. Easily a couple days of trucking. Well, depends on what you're doing, where you're coming from.
Quite windy out.
It's probably whatever bringing the rain front into Vancouver, pushing everything this way.
Windshield is singing Dixie, or whistling Dixie. You know, it's windy when that happens. Was it the old homestead home down there?
Back into the mountains.
This is the 25 mile down.
Yeah.
Mountain. Keep seeing these dumb questions being asked on these little meme things. I'm just blown away how often they can find people that don't know the answer. Like, if you drove 20 miles per hour for 1 hour, how many miles did you drive? And people don't know the answer, and I'm just like, losing faith in humanity if you don't know the answer to that. Because that's not even a question. The answer is given in the question. Like, how? Alright, Ace. Come on. Hammer down. Do it. I don't even want to pass you, Ace. I just want to keep my momentum. Just go. It's not. This wasn't the 25.
It is.
No, because we're not even.
Wait.
We're still 26 miles from where we slept, where that hill was. So.
But this is the 45, and then goes to 25, and 6% for 5 miles.
No, that was not the hill. It's not, because that one was the first one that came down.
The rocky this mountain is.
This is beautiful coming down this valley. This is beautiful. All the black lines tell me trucks coming around this corner too fast.
Pretty.
Pull out over there too for RV to park for the night. Very red rocks over there. It looks like it's a fire line. I'm not sure if that's a natural color. Look, there's a big quarry up there.
That is, yeah. No, that looks like fire retardant.
It looks like fire retardant along the side of that mountain. And it can stay that red color for years. It could be the color of the hills too, I don't know.
So hard to know.
Yeah.
Down into another valley. It's beautiful. That opens up to all these fall colors. City.
Man, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. We drove through that at night, so it was hard to tell today morning. It's still dark out there. If there's a good spot to pull off the road here, I'll pull off and call it a day. And then we'll start tomorrow's video immediately after. Swap out some batteries. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate all the support you guys show us. Boulder River. Yeah, I think I'll exit right here. We're out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.